Hello, this is Math 1431, Section 400 for spring of 2023, coming to you from the College of DuPage. And the title of this lecture is High Level Flyover Introduction. And as always, please be attentive while watching an instructional video. We're going to cover who, what, how, and when. And there will be much more detail later, but happening soon. My name, and I am your instructor, is Patrick James Bradley. You can call me Professor Bradley, or you can call me Jim if you want. I was born in Davis County, Indiana, and studied and taught math at Purdue till there was no more math for me to study and teach at Purdue. I left that career and went into industry for about 20 years, starting at Bell Labs, and I spent around 20 years doing applied mathematics and engineering, primarily in exploratory product development. And then after that, I joined the College of DuPage about 10 years ago, and I have taught every math course we have at the College of DuPage since then. I have an office, but as you can see, I hang out in the Learning Commons much more than at my office, and here is my email, and I sort of look like this. Now, my favorite analogy of what we're doing here is we're on a journey, you and I, and we're flying through the skies. We take off from a beginning point and we try to land at our destination, and that's what this is about. Sometimes the skies are turbulent. They were during COVID. And during COVID, I really thought about what matters most to me in terms of this, and I arrived at the following three things. The quality of the course offered matters to me a lot. I am going to teach you the finest course I can, and that's going to be a pretty good course. Secondly, but also not as high a priority, is I want to help the students manage their anxieties, because some students do have anxieties. And last but not least, within a wholesome discipline, I want to render grades gently, fairly, and appropriately. The good news is we're going to be studying mathematics, which is very important. In fact, as you can see here, the great Galileo said mathematics is the language with which God has written the universe. I believe this to be true, and there are not too many things that are more important than math. So our course is called Math 1431, Section 400. It's called Pre-Calculus 1. These are the dates. We begin next week, and we'll be meeting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 till almost 1:10 in Westmont in room 21. I checked this facility out today, and I'm looking forward to working with you there. This is the book we're going to be using. It is a good book. I've taught from it many times. It's the 13th edition. Please note that my access, excuse me, my math lab access is not going to be mandatory. You can do it if you want, but it's not mandatory, and we're going to do many of these course objectives. There's a lot in this course, and you should know that at the outset. Another thing that I should mention in this introductory video is the testing center will be leveraged. That is, your high-stakes assessments in this class will be administered and proctored in the brick-and-mortar testing centers at the College of DuPage. Now, testing intervals will be provided, and so that means that makeups and many time-limit accommodations really aren't required, because you will set your own schedule. Your grades will not be based on attendance, but rather demonstrated mastery of the learning objectives, the thing I showed you before. So again, we will be leveraging the testing center. That should be good for you and good for me. Academic support is abundant. I have significant office hours, often in fact, invariably in the Learning Commons. In addition to that, there are instructor level professionals, not just me, but others, who are available over 50 hours per week here to help you. And the success rates are much higher for the people who attend this academic support regimen. Students are interested in grades and such, and I do warn students, because it really is true, if they focus on learning the material, the grades will care for themselves. But you should know that there are 3 primary and equally weighted grading components. There are things that I'm going to call low stakes assessments that will be normalized to 100 points. These are intended to help the students learn and to also help the students a little bit with their grades. But then we will have 2, what I call high stakes assessment, a midterm high stakes assessment, which will be 100 points, and a comprehensive final high stakes assessment, also normalized to 100 points. Now, because this is a gateway course towards calculus, there is a high level of mastery required, so the grading scale is robust. And again, teaching you the very best content course possible is my prime objective. And there is a pre-enrollment criteria, and it's listed here, but these should be understood to be authentic representations of prerequisite knowledge. You will be building upon math that you've learned before. So, the road is long that we're on. Some of it will be uphill, but the rewards will be great. And notice that the path is straight. In closing, now more than ever, realize please that your time is precious. Each day must count. Doing the math will make you strong. And now more than ever, you want to take care of yourself, because self-care is important, and take care of each other, because we're all in this together. God bless you all, and I'm looking forward to starting our studies next week. See you then.